Previously on the O.M.E.N podcast.
So O.M.E.N is going to be is an investigatory group. They were set up by the UN to investigate paranormal and weird things.
My character is Dr. Martin Bengtsson. Dr. Martin Julius Bengtsson. That's his middle name. Very important.
Hey, my name's Koala Jackson, and I'm here to say I'm not allowed within 200 feet of a building of governance.
I'm playing Annabelle St. John, and I've been learning how to shoot a gun since I could fit one in my hand.
My character is Edmund. He's a pretty young man. He's incredibly interested in studying at Oxford University. He plays kind of fast and loose with details.
Archaeologists have recently uncovered a large black sarcophagus containing the bodies of 3 individuals. What is important, however, is the liquid surrounding said corpses. The liquid has otherworldly properties. Most humans exhibit a strong desire to drink the substance. You will collect the purified vial for O.M.E.N.
You get to the new Egyptian museum. This is Emir. These are the agents from O.M.E.N who have come to pick up the vial of liquid. The lights turn off. There is a massive power cut. All the computers go off and everything falls apart.
What will happen next? Find out on this exciting episode of O.M.E.N.
So, you're in the room, all the lights have gone off, and Amir is looking a bit confused. What are you going to do?
Well, for my part, I totally trust Amir.
Can I even see anything right now?
Can we make an observation check?
Yes, all make an observation check.
Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah, so Martin can't see a bloody thing. Koala Jackson can see reasonably well, but Annabelle, with her sharp eyes from many years of shooting guns, you can see perfectly. Amir is just sort of standing there, and everyone's just sort of standing there looking like lemons. It's at that point that Amir says,
"We should probably go down and check the power."
But what about the party?
The party isn't for another hour. We need to go downstairs and check the power, possibly.
Don't you have maintenance people for this?
We do. She should be down there right now.
Am I armed? Do I have my guns?
you do have one of your guns, yes.
Okay.
How did she bring it onto the plane?
Don't ask questions. It's called prison purse, thank you.
Oh, God.
Sorry about that.
You're certainly one to judge.
That's unpleasant.
I pull out a purse to, actually show him a genuine purse.
And it says prison on it.
That's a good brand.
It's a lead-lined purse, so it's got your gun in it, and no one can see what's inside it when it's going through scannings.
Exactly.
Seems problematic with metal detectors, for sure.
Can I pull my gun?
Yeah, you can draw your gun. So you draw your gun, and you've got it in front of you ready to shoot if you ever needed to. And Amir walks to the door and opens it, and suggests that he says,
Samara's probably downstairs. We should probably go and see if she's all right.
I'm gonna try the light switch, just in case.
Martin walks up to the light switch, flicks the light switch on and off. It doesn't do anything.
I'm going to try the light switch as well.
Edmund walks up to the light switch.
Can I do a luck roll on this?
A luck roll? Yeah, okay. You have to roll a 22.
Okay, it doesn't work. Let's go.
Amir looks at you both and just goes, "What the hell are you doing? The power's out."
I would also like to flip the light switch.
I just wanted to check. You never know.
Alright, so Koala Jackson goes up and flicks the light switch. Roll for luck, 22, please. Koala Jackson flicks the light switch and nothing happens because the power's off, you moron. So you all follow Amir down the stairs. He sort of waddles down the stairs. And you get to the bottom, and then you go down into sort of like the maintenance access areas of the museum. So unlike the beautiful sort of alabaster and marble areas up top, you're suddenly surrounded by really sort of drab painted walls and really crap sort of linoleum floors. and they're still kind of dusty from all the work that's been going on.
Can I whisper something to Edmund?
I was gonna do that. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Can we both whisper to Edmund at the same time?
Yeah.
You both lean in to each other, like one through one ear and one through the other ear.
I don't trust this guy.
How does Amir know where to go if there's no lights on?
Well, this is his museum. That's a stupid point, but I mean, why did the lights come off? Why do we need to go there? There's something fishy here, Edmund.
Amir has really nice shoes. I wonder where he got them from.
Amir, so you follow Amir down in his nice shoes, and he opens up a door, and inside there is a woman. She's pulling out wires, putting them back in, looking really frantic and just looking kind of annoyed. And Amir comes in and goes,
Samara, are you okay?
and Samara looks back and goes, no, of course I'm not okay. We've had a massive power cut. Everything's a mess. She's very angry about what's going on. You can tell she's really perturbed.
Can you use a smaller word for Koala Jackson?
Hmm?
Can you use a smaller word than perturbed for Koala Jackson?
She is not best pleased.
Ah,
There we go. Thank you, Koala.
Can Martin attempt to mansplain how to fix the electricity box?
Okay, sure. Why not? Can you roll for persuasion? You have to roll 15 or more.
I rolled a 1.
Samara turns around and she slaps you.
Well, I deserve that.
She goes, shut up! This is my job. This is my room. I will fix this. And she turns around and with one foul swoop pulls a switch on the wall and all the lights come back on and you hear the noise of the generators turning back on.
I'm kind of frustrated that when she pulled the switch, it worked, and yet when we all tried the switch, a different switch, it didn't work.
Do you understand electricity and how...
I mean, I get the gist of it.
Do you know?
The switch to make the thing go didn't make it go.
Well, you didn't know how it worked either.
Well, I just wanted to double check.
Samara rolls her eyes and says, anyway, everything's sorted down here, so you can all go. I've got to get some programming done for tomorrow. These login cards aren't working properly. And she goes back to her computer, like boots it up and starts typing away really, really quickly on the computer.
which login cards weren't working correctly?
She goes, all the login cards aren't working right now.
Including Amir's.
Amir's not used a login card as of yet. Login cards only work for restricted access rooms. The only restricted access rooms are the rooms with the labs and the rooms with the artifacts.
You're telling me anyone could walk into this basement and flick the switch?
Well, no, because I work in here, so it wouldn't happen. And we lock up the building at night, and there are reed switches everywhere, so you wouldn't be able to deal with that.
So Samara's this place's like last line of security then, basically.
Samara is their IT technician, yes. She is in charge of pretty much making sure that this place doesn't fall to bits.
But does she not get sick ever?
She's plucky. She's very plucky.
Bacteria hate plucky people.
I feel like I want to bring up with Amir that the infrastructure of this this facility, this museum.
Say hotel though.
Okay, the infrastructure of this hotel doesn't make any sense.
I want to look very smug and say, "Uno."
Amir looks at you, confused for 1 second, and goes, "Look, this museum is doing perfectly fine. We are spending the money we have been given as well as we can. We have spared no expense."
How does he know it's going fine if it's not open yet?
It's fine. The buildings are on schedule. Everything is looking great. We are ready for going.
And then Samara looks at him and goes, Really? Really? And Amir goes,
Yeah, for sure.
He goes,
Right, we've got to go anyway. I'm going to show you the labs.
I really like Amir's confidence.
He is very confident, isn't he? He looks at you, he looks at Samara, and at this point, do you want to chat with Samara before we go? Or do you want to leave her be?
I feel like I've done enough damage in that area already.
Yeah, she's not very happy with you. I wouldn't recommend striking up a conversation, specifically you.
I, on the other hand, feel that I have made a wonderful impression with Samara.
You can feel whatever you want, but it might not necessarily mean it's true.
I like to look at Samara very seriously and say, infrastructure, logins, Amir. Science. Win?
Are you okay, Jackson?
Wow.
She looks at you, and then she just says, "I'm not a computer. That doesn't work on me." And then she just goes right off with you and shoos you out of the room, and the door slams shut behind you.
I just want to give her the pieces that we hid.
And Amir comes in and says, "Don't worry about her. She's plucky." He guides you down the road, and he goes,
Yeah, we found the coffin in a plain tomb outside of Sidi Gaba, one of the parts of Alexandria. The preliminary exploration suggested that the skeletons were 3 army officers. It turns out that one of them had an arrow lodged directly into his skull. We don't actually know why they're in there. We believe it's some sort of ritualistic burial of some very, very nasty people.
And so you end up going through into this room, and a bright light hits you in the face, and you are through into the labs. And there, behind some bulletproof glass, is the coffin. And the coffin is a great big 9-foot black coffin. It has a bunch of skeletons inside of it. Inside the coffin as well is a bunch of strange-looking red liquid which is swirling around.
Is there any sort of writing or anything on the outside of the sarcophagus?
There is a little bit of sort of very, very damage writing on it. It's in hieroglyphics, and around the coffin at this moment in time are these great big sort of what look like Tesla coils. And they're humming different modular frequencies. You can even hear them through the glass. The glass is kind of sort of vibrating.
Just wanted to check what the hieroglyphics actually say, being the linguistics professor guy.
You can only work out 2 words, and one of them is swit, and the other one is ba. They are 2 parts of the Egyptian soul. The rest of the information is scarred out.
Okay.
At that point, Amir guides you to another location where there is, on a pedestal, a alabaster head.
Okay, the thing is, I've been dying to do this. I see the vibrating glass. I see a thing behind the glass. I see the Tesla coils. I have these suspicions. I don't know what suspicions are, but they sound not good. So, I have a skill on my ellipses sheet. It's in my log that says hard-headed. It says I can headbutt anything and anyone without penalty. I want to headbutt the glass.
All right. Headbutt the glass. You have to roll a 20 or more in strength.
23.
Flipping hell. Okay, so you go up to the glass and you've been hit it with your head, and the glass shatters. Suddenly, the glass is gone, and Amir looks at you and goes, "What the hell was that for?"
Look at the glass. Look at yourself. It's a confluence of spheres.
I assume there are now shards of glass stuck in Koala Jackson's forehead.
There are. I would like Koala Jackson to lose 1 health, please.
Okay, it says I do this without penalty. There's no penalty to this.
All right, there are just pieces of glass in your head then for the minute, and you're picking them out.
After hearing Koala Jackson talking to Samara earlier with their incredibly scientific terms, I foolishly misunderstand Koala's handle on the situation and also decide to start headbutting things.
Really?
How did any of you get this job?
I don't even have words for this, in or out of character. I'm sorry. I just shake my head.
So you start headbutting things for some reason?
Targeted headbutting. I want him to use this as a teachable moment. I can teach you. I look deep into Edmund's eyes.
And you...
I'm just looking deep into his eyes. I said I can teach you. This is a moment for him to accept my teaching.
My lip quivers a little bit, but I say yes.
All right. So you see that bust over there, the stone bust.
Yeah?
Can I interrupt and roll to pistol whip him?
Please do.
What is roll to pistol whip? Just knock him out.
1 or more, please.
What? What am I rolling?
in agility. Nice. Okay.
I am used to being pistol whipped. I want to try to get out some words as she's coming towards me.
As you're walking towards him, what do you say, Koala?
I said, inside, everything that looks hard is a little soft thing waiting to be broken.
And at that moment, she smacks you around the head, and you fall to the ground.
I deserve it.
Amir is looking just really confused. He doesn't understand, and he goes,
Is this really all that O.M.E.N can offer?
and at that moment, in comes Yasmin Safar, who is Amir's personal assistant, and she comes in and goes, I have no, what the hell is going on here? And she looks at the guy on the floor and walks up to him and goes, is he okay? Why does she have a gun?
Well, now, it's because I'm American. Ain't you ever seen one?
Unfortunately, yes, she says, and she rolls her eyes.
We all have a lot of questions about what's going on here, yeah.
Amir goes,
Anyway, moving on from this ridiculous display, the alabaster head over here was found with the coffin. It has no discernible features. We believe that it is a symbolic representation of those within the coffin. Everything that made them once human has been chipped away. We believe that the magical liquid does something along these lines. We're not entirely sure, though. And this is why O.M.E.N are so interested. The Tesla coils, which are formic energy spokes, and what they do is they nullify the waves coming from the liquid, which compels people to want to drink it.
I mean, I kind of want to drink it anyway.
Please do not drink it. We've already had 4 people die from drinking it. The original people who searched for the coffin, they all were compelled to drink it when they opened the coffin, and they all died. It was not very pretty. The deaths are quite horrific.
he points to the sign. They've got like a specifically made sign which has a picture of a man drinking the thing, like, you know, the stick men you get?
Yeah.
He's got one of them, and there's a picture of him drinking it, and then immediately afterwards there's a picture of like a skeleton in exactly the same pose.
So no drinking. Got it.
I'm really thirsty. I appreciate not for that, but I do also think it's irresponsible even for them not to have like drinking fountains in the lab when the only other drinkable liquid is there, and also so appealing. It's a very vibrant red.
I was gonna say, if they install a drinking fountain here, maybe...
Yeah, maybe those people would still be alive.
Yeah, exactly.
So Amir goes,
Well, but they were at the dig site, so we didn't actually have any water at the dig site.
Exactly.
Now that you mention it, could you write that one down, please, Yasmin? We could do with getting some bottled water in here for the scientists.
and Yasmin goes, of course, right away.
I feel really proud of my suggestion.
She writes it down on a little notepad. And then Yasmin goes, you do realize what time it is now? He looks down at his watch and goes,
Oh God, we're going to be late for the party.
Oh, that would be a shame.
At that point, you guys leave the museum.
Who's carrying Koala?
Koala has woken up.
I'd like to kick him awake if he hasn't.
Yes, okay. Bankston gives him a gentle nudge, which brings him to his senses. All of you then get up, go out, and then travel to the boat.
As we're traveling, I'm just keep asking people, who am I? Where am I?
Oh God.
Still you, Koala.
That pistol whip was really bad.
Koala. That doesn't sound like my name. Sounds like my name would be Vole.
Vole?
Vole, Michigan.
Vole, Michigan.
Vole, Michigan.
Okay.
Can I still call you Koala, though?
I feel like that would be kind of rude considering I just told you my name was Vole, Michigan.
That's true.
Okay, Mr. Michigan.
Vole, Michigan, and the rest of the team go to the yacht, and when they get there, it is a great big yacht. It is genuinely impressive. It's the kind of thing that you'd expect like really, really rich people to go on. There we have Annabelle St. John, Koala Jackson, Edmund Black, and Dr. Martin Benson.
Bengtson.
And they walk in. They are completely underdressed for the situation. There are ambassadors, and there are lots of rich people, and loads of stuff going on. On one side, there is a bunch of casino stuff, and on the other, there is some singing and dancing going on, and there's a DJ, and everything's quite crazy. The boat takes off, and you are free to mingle. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna put my gun away.
Have you been holding the gun out this whole time?
I mean, like, it came in handy, so it's fine.
Just ready for the next time that Vole decides to become another marsupial of some kind.
I would like to avoid mingling at all costs. The nearest bar, please.
Good choice. Okay. So you managed to get to the bar without anyone accosting you, and you managed to get a drink, and everything's nice for you, and you're having a wonderful time.
And then I sit next to you.
Then Vole Jackson, Vole Michigan, whatever your name is now, comes up beside you and he chats to you. So what are you going to say?
come and I sit down and I say, I want 3 wallaby rustlers, 2 for my friend, 1 for that person over there. I'm not drinking.
What is a wallaby wrestler?
So a wallaby rustler is you take vodka, you take water, you take apple juice, you take the hair of a green bat, and you throw it all
I'll
away.
just have a gin and tonic, please.
Throw it all away. Throw it all away, and you fill it with whiskey. Whiskey and something else. There was something else. It's something familiar. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's salt. Whiskey and salt. Whiskey, salt, and Coca-Cola. That's what you get right there.
The bartender goes, "Oh, okay then, sure," and he goes off and prepares your drinks. What is Edmund Black doing?
So I want to find a place to gamble, but before I do that, I just want to go speak to Koala or Vol. How is your memory doing, Vol?
I feel like Vol isn't a good name for me.
Okay, but do you remember what your other name was? Because, like, I kind of lent you some money earlier,
Oh, wow.
and I was wondering if you remember giving it. You haven't given that back yet, so I was just wondering if you could just sort me out with some cash.
I have... What's the currency of the region?
I sincerely don't know.
Egyptian pound.
All right, so I'm looking at my wallet. I have about... man, I'm sorry, but I only have 3,000 euros. Well, that's what, yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it a deal. That's fine.
It's a bargain. Thank you, mate. I'm sorry. Just my memory. It's just I get into these situations. Oh, I'm a bit of a wacky guy. More salt, please. That whiskey needs more salt. I'm a bit of a wacky guy, and sometimes just things get out of hand.
I thought he wasn't drinking.
It's fine. It's fine.
Why don't I come with you just to make sure that your gambling goes well, or whatever you plan to do with the money? It's not my business. I just want to make sure. Like, I'm really sorry. I just want to make amends.
It's fine. It's fine. If I tell you what, I'm gonna double it anyway, so you can probably have it back. This is gonna go great.
Edmund is so great at this. I whisper to Martin. He knows everything.
Martin says nothing but rolls his eyes very loudly.
So what is, at this moment in time, what is Annabelle St. John doing?
Well, I'm gonna roll up to the bar, and I'm gonna ask them for a sweet tea, and I assume they ain't gonna have any idea what that is. But I'm gonna keep insisting that they get me a sweet tea.
And they look at you, sort of gone out. And at that moment in time, Amir comes up to you, and he goes,
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing quite fine. Yourself?
It's been a stressful day, as you know. What with everyone hitting each other and breaking the equipment. But I'm glad that you managed to hit one of them around the head to knock them out.
Well, I'm hoping I don't have to go around doing that all the time, because it's not quite good for my gun.
I completely understand, but it was quite impressive as well.
and he continues to talk to you really awkwardly for like several minutes. And at the same time, we hear the telltale sound of the dice being thrown at gambling tables where Edmund Black is. And I would like Edmund to please roll a 15 or more in luck.
Oh,
Holy crap.
snap.
So, Edmund hits it big, and he rolls the perfect roll for whatever game he is rolling for.
It's blackjack. That's where my name comes from.
So he's rolling a blackjack. What? No, you don't play blackjack with the dice.
That's a good point.
He gets a perfect 21 in blackjack, and he cleans up. He has not only doubled, but quadrupled the money. So what is he going to do?
I'm going to triumphantly get up and forget that I've left my money on the table.
Amazing. You're that drunk, are you?
I haven't actually had anything to drink at this point. I'm just riding really high on life.
You get up and you leave your money, and Vol Michigan, who is sitting next to him...
Well, I wasn't sitting next to him. I'm still sitting next to Martin.
Oh, I thought you'd gone to go...
No, he told me to stay where I was. I respect people's boundaries.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I'm encouraging you to drink the Wallaby Rustler. The sugary, salty whiskey drink. I got you too, mate.
I mean, I think Martin is a little bit intimidated and takes a sip at least.
And as he takes a sip and places the drink to his lips, and he feels the saltiness of the salt around the rim, At that moment, you hear a loud scream and a splash from near the back of the boat. And on that bombshell, that's the end of this episode. Thank you for listening, everyone. The O.M.E.N podcast is powered by Ellipsis RPG, the accessible donationware rule set. Now available on itch.io. If you like what you're hearing, please rate us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast. You can tweet to us at the hashtag O.M.E.N cast, that's O-M-E-N cast, and who knows, you might get a special mention in one of the episodes from us. Thank you for listening, and remember, stay vigilant. You never know what's out there.